If a toothpaste could actually repair your enamel, reverse cavities, and save you from a filling, it would completely change dentistry. No drill, no injections, no dental work, just toothpaste. And honestly, that's why so many of my patients have been showing me TikToks, Instagram clips, and ads about hydroxyapatite toothpaste. They all ask the same question: should I buy this? Will this actually fix my tooth? The truth is, the answer isn't a simple yes or no. In some situations, it can be a game changer. In others, it won't make a difference at all. And if you don't understand where that line is, you can end up delaying treatment and making the problem much, much worse. So in this video, I am going to break down the science, cut through the marketing hype, and give you a clear guide on when you should use hydroxyapatite and when you absolutely shouldn't. Before we can talk about repairing a tooth, you need to understand how it's built. I want you to think of your tooth like an M&M. The outside is a hard protective shell. The inside is soft. That hard outer shell is your enamel, and its only job is to protect everything inside. Enamel is incredibly strong. It's actually the hardest substance in the entire human body. But underneath that shell is the softer, more sensitive layer called dentin. And deep inside that is the nerve. Just like an M&M, once you get through that hard outer shell, the inside is much more vulnerable. When a cavity first starts, it begins as a weakness in that hard outer shell, the enamel. There's no hole yet, but the area is demineralizing and losing strength. We call this an incipient lesion. As long as the decay is still confined to this shell zone, we have options. We can slow it down, stop it, and in some cases, even reverse it if you're doing your part at home. And this isn't just a theory. We see these early shadows on x-rays completely disappear when the conditions in the mouth improve. The body, with the right tools, can heal the shell. But, and this is the most important part of the entire video, once that decay gets past the hard enamel shell and into the softer layer underneath, everything changes. The chocolate is exposed. That inner layer isn't built like enamel. It's much softer, and decay spreads much faster there. At that point, the tooth cannot heal itself. A structural hole has formed, and no toothpaste in the world, no matter how good it is, can rebuild structure that has already been physically lost. You cannot patch a hole in the M&M with a liquid. So where does hydroxyapatite fit in? It gets talked about so much because it's not a foreign substance. It is the main mineral your own enamel is made of. In a toothpaste, you should think of it like a patch kit for the M&M shell. When the enamel is weakened but still physically intact, when you're in that shell zone, hydroxyapatite can help fill in the microscopic defects, support the remineralization process, and make the surface more resistant to future acid attacks. There's solid research showing it performs very similarly to fluoride at this surface level. But expectations are critical. It patches the shell. It does not rebuild the soft chocolate inside. It does not fill holes. So let's get practical. Here are the 4 scenarios my patients ask about. Scenario 1, your dentist is watching a spot. If your dentist told you there's a small area where a cavity is starting but it hasn't broken through the enamel, this is the perfect situation to try hydroxyapatite. You're in the shell zone. Scenario 2, you have a known cavity that needs a filling. If your x-ray shows the decay has already moved past the enamel, toothpaste is not going to work. Delaying treatment here just means the problem gets bigger, more invasive, and more expensive to fix. Scenario 3, you have sensitive teeth. This is where hydroxyapatite really shines. It works by plugging the tiny tubes in your dentin that lead to the nerve. But give it time. A few days isn't enough. You need a few weeks to know if it's working for you. Scenario 4, you are having pain, especially pain that lingers, wakes you up at night, or hurts when you bite down. This is no longer an enamel issue. This is a sign the problem is deep inside the tooth. At this point, toothpaste is not the solution. You need to see your dentist immediately. So, to be crystal clear, hydroxyapatite is a great tool, but it is not a magic wand. It can support and remineralize the outer shell. It is fantastic for sensitivity, but it does not replace professional dental treatment when structural damage has already occurred. If you've been seeing these ads everywhere, type yes in the comments below. It helps me understand how aggressively these products are being marketed to you. So, what's the final verdict? Hydroxyapatite is a legitimate science backed tool for strengthening enamel and reducing sensitivity. It is an excellent partner to fluoride, and in some cases, a great alternative for those who prefer not to use it. But it is not a replacement for a filling. If you have a hole in your tooth, you need a dentist. If this video helped clear things up, please click the like button and share it. There is so much mixed information out there, and you never know who might save themselves from a bigger problem because they saw this video. And of course, if you have questions, leave them below. I'm Dr. Foxy, keeping dental care simple.